Got ourselves big chicken over for the team one. Manpo was popping up some damage. Unfortunately, was playing up against a Frosty or Unholy Death Knight, the Death Knight in general. Morales got himself a mix of this, like, it's like, I want to have a summer break on Chazavesh. That's essentially Zmog. It looks so good. Insta-stun onto Varka. Before he can even figure out what the hell's happening, his mount is still kind of stuck in. Oh, wait a second. Morales, I think, figured out. Yep, I think it's a bit of a lag. Back it up out, giving him a chance to breathe. Maybe he'll come back. Might be a DC. I do appreciate this man at least, like, you know, at least backing up out of there for a second. Might be Mig that takes his spot, actually. Try to see if you can walk up, give him a quick first aid. Medic bandage, look at the teamwork, dude. Look at that teamwork. Giving Varka as much of a chance as they can for him to compete if he is able to come back. Maybe completely gone, though. Wait. Mount. Oh, you DC'd? We'll give him a second. If Varka, for some reason, can't play, the next person should go, and Varka should just, like, switch places with that person. Right? Varka second, maybe. Yeah, if he's offline, just let him sit and just like have another person go in dueling. If Varka comes back, just tell him like, Varka, you go in second or whatever, right? Wild and Balance is why. Complain about a red's being broken. That's for no pillar games where Muggle is best. Yeah, maybe. You know what? No, I mean, why? Well, if I were a rogue, of course I'd be like, yo, can I get some maps that are good for me? I like the Ethereal Portal. Hope you don't complete it because Varka is back. Varka is back, I think. Are you good, my guy? I like this, though. Look at this. Community, the whole community thing, man. Community effort to make sure there's a proper 1v1 duel between two red paladins. Varka get hit with a stunning immediate trinket blinder to Morales. Searing Glare to follow up. Got himself a proper good opener. Got himself blind. Not going to be able to connect. Searing Glare prevents the blind from hitting any target. You're missing all your attacks during it. Shield for Vengeance for Shield of Vengeance. Laying hands for Varka, but a bobble for Morales. Morales after this won't have a forbearance button, so as long as Varka can hold on to the bubble tight and get some damage out, this could be his game to win, potentially from a DC to a possible victory, unless Morales can secure a win. Bubble still available for Varka, does go for the bubble. Morales should be getting lay on hands or Blessing of Spell Warden. Something should be coming up very, very soon. Got himself the big Dawn Light. Self-kill may not have it. Oh, Varka from a DC given a chance to compete and took that chance to victory. Well done, well done. There's also a bunch of arena in arenas not in rotation. What are you talking about? A bunch of arenas not in rotation? Yeah, what arenas would you want? We can do whatever we want, chat. Varka, however, is spent with all cooldowns after the bubble. Lacy able to take him out fairly quickly. Chills up next. Unholy DK versus Retribution Paladino. Hammer up immediately. It's gonna be AMS up for Chill Pills. Got himself the army spawning in, or maybe? I think it does. Yeah, no, it does. The way you can tell now, because they changed the look at that damage from the pets. I was gonna explain the whole change to like the Apocalypse as well as the Dark Transformation, how they're one button when you pick up APOC. Layson is having to bubble this. Chills with an IBF. Eating hammers, but Lichborn IBF keeps him fairly sturdy. Layson is under a ton of pressure. Still an army of undeads chasing after him. The Riders, silence to follow. I don't know if you'll have enough here. Blind to keep him in place for a second. Chills with the Reapers into a Death Coil. You can't stop this Unholy Death Knight. Well played by the both of them, but Unholy Death Knight got some burst. There's a group from Multicore if anyone wants to join. We can either get you into a group, Boris, or yeah, if you want to go open up a LFG, man, we can make it work. But yeah, if we got a spot, we can just get you in as well. I'm sure as the night goes on, we'll have some rotations. No worries. Cheap shot onto Chill Pills. RMP just blasting right through him with a Viscerate back to back. Chill's able to go for one Death Rig before getting hit with the Disarm. Not in a great spot. Taking so much unstoppable damage from RMP. You can't really prevent the rogue's damage. Death back as he gets super, super low. Now he has to play it really defensively, wait for the death back to fall off, but also wants to deny the rogue a complete full reset. These pets behind the pillar are gonna do a number on him. But for RMP, he's just building resources until he gets himself another stun on shields. He has a human racial to break out of it. Deathback finally gone. Stun on that pet. Gonna be a cheap shot on shields. Does have a trinket. Got himself AMS for the shadow damage. He just need to find a way to live. Deathstrike's the only thing keeping him alive. Evasion and cloak. Yet another cheap shot. Super low in health. Blind for a second. Trinkets out of it. Shields needs a heal right here, right now. Living by Deathstrikes. Every Deathstrike counts. Short stun by the pets. Oh, the pet. Bone, what is it? Bone Chewer Stun? I don't even know what's it called. The Gnaw? I think it's called the Gnaw. Gnaw, I think. a bit of healing for Chills. Big Chicken at least giving him a bit of a chance to heal up. First aid, a quick death strike. Not completely let him recover. Letting the man fight for his survival. Big Star Sword is by Big Chicken though. From this, not even Star Sword is from the Boomy. It's Star Sword is from the Dryad. Holy moly. Disarm last second, no death strikes. Ah, that is rough. That is rough. Chills, however, was given an opportunity to like fight to live. He got himself one big death strike, and that's about all Chicken was gonna let him do. He was gonna let him, I think, get a bit of a channel for what is it? The mending bandages too. First aid was doing numbers. Big Chicken was gonna need some healing here. Got a lot of potential damage. These grenades are gonna be massive. Every grenade you hit him with is gonna be like 160% more damage. Look at that. Every grenade hurts in that one. Forsaken up next. Got himself full Unholy setup as well. Army of Undead. As long as he can let the army do work, a lot of gripping him back in, you gotta chain of ice him. You gotta slow him down. Let your pets like attack him the entire time. If you can do that, those pets are gonna do all the work. Turtle is still available for Lotto, but he's doing okay for now. Biting shot, stunned. Oh, that's short stun by that pet. While Dark transformed, it is a little longer. While he is transformed, Mick spearing down Forsaken. He still got plenty of defenses. IBF get rotated while he's disarmed, unable to heal without ability to spam death strikes. Mick with an down by the sword. I was gonna say AMS, but die by the sword, give him some full parry. Forsaken maybe looking at a death pack here. He's got a full bar of runic power. I wonder if he's just going to send it offensively. He may have needed it for death strikes. Never mind, he's got a random execute proc on a warrior out of left field. I honestly thought it was maybe lights for him. Trying to get some death strikes off of the dragon. Murder Wing, try to see if you can give him a little bit of healing for a second there, but it looks like Forsaken just yoinking him in. Needs those death strikes, needs a kick for the blue. Gotta kick blue to collect points. Oh, but a deep breath, taking it. That was huge. What was that execute? What was that damage? Gotta get ourselves another one going. That was some numbers, dude. These Unholy Death Knights, dude. It's gonna be Chills. I know, a lot of pressure. Big killing spree flying out. The guns barreling down. Chill pills, dude. Turning the man to Swiss cheese while I'm trying to answer a message here. Probably should not be doing that at the same time as the duel's happening. Chills under immense pressure from an outlaw rogue, man. Guy's got a ton of damage. Coin flips. Big Scythe comes out. Got himself a bit of that death pack to hopefully survive, but the rogue does not get slowed. He got grapples back to back. He can't be stopped. He's still got so many grapples. How often can he grapple? Chilpas escape with 1 health. Literally 1 health. First aid. Maybe blind. I don't know if he got anything. Blind on the rogue. Death strikes are going to help a little bit. Before a stun. Next stun. I think it's lights, yeah? Maybe? Yeah, it is lights. That's so rough, man. That's so rough. Out the rogues, I feel like maybe I carried really heavily by that coin. Sheesh. It is a lot of damage, though. It is a lot of damage, man. All 3 rogue specs are now very bursty. We haven't even seen Arrow Let's Play too. And he's also, I'm pretty sure he's also a fate-bound assassination rogue. If you think Outlaw is bursty, Assassin is a whole nother level. And then, of course, we got Sub. That's also in a whole nother level as well. It's crazy. Big Smash is out for Big Chicken. He's got himself a bit of those swipes coming out as well. It's going to be a Blimkin versus an Outlaw. He's going to take a lot of damage in the opener. Maybe looking for immediate Barak scan. Picking up the eye, just trying to see if we get the rogue up in the open. Got him some immediate opener. Barak scan slowing down a lot of the rogues go. That opener is huge, but slows down tremendously. Disarm, massive. Actually, if you can disarm the killing spree, that's also huge because it just stops all that damage. Sheep shot onto Chicken. Killing spree right after. Bash to follow. That's going to be tricking forward. Got himself a bit of evasion. Evasion stops a lot of the physical damage, but also denies some of the physical damage. Damage reduction versus even magic hits from Chicken. Try to go for a clone. Well, not able to. Can't go for a clone now. Oh, but he's got himself the coins. He's got himself super aggressive finisher after finisher after finisher build. And actually just picked up a capstone. So if he doesn't stay in combat for long enough, he's actually going to lose that capstone buff. Frost DK to win and need us back for that. Not picking for other players. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, have it to spec for like magic or physical. That is definitely rough. That is definitely rough. Yeah, I guess all you can do is just try to see if you can spec for middle ground all damage and hope for the best. Arrowlet's got some big coin damage onto Whir. Full death mark. All the dots are in. Stun into Arrowlet. Sheep shot right after. Does Whir have enough damage? Vanish out for Arrowlet. He's still got blades onto Whir. Sheep shot. Got himself the cold blood. Is that enough? Cold blood with the blades is enough. Is able to escape it very, very quickly. Divine's gonna be up next, running up. The Assassination Rogue, I think, was actually, yeah, like I said, even more deadly than Outlet. He literally would just went in, put bleeds. Aeroless got stunned, had to sit CC, and while he was sitting CC, I mean, the other guy was just melting. Outlet's awesome. Dude, Whir is really, really good. Whir Sot, a really, is that how you say your name? I don't even know, dude. I don't even know, to be honest. But Whir is really, really good. Whir is definitely really good, and so is Aeroless. I think there's only one other Outlet Rogue that was like, man, this guy is insane. I probably would say like Boom was an insane Outlet Rogue. Boom was really, really insane. And I think we had somebody on in EU that played some insane Outlaw, but it's been a second. It's been a while. I think where's the only other... Oh, is Aeroless just giving up? Uh-oh, Aeroless just, yeah. Maybe he didn't want to fight a Paladin. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Maybe he made a mistake. Maybe something happened. Maybe DC. Not sure. Gonna be a big Bladestorm out on the Divine Heals as Mick Sharpen's gonna be up next instantly. Just getting super hyper aggressive versus Divines, man. Stun right after. Still got himself continuous damage. Plenty of output. Defensive sense right after. Divines with a full lay on hands. Mick still got himself plenty of defense though with Enrage Regeneration. Got himself lots of healing. Tricking out for Divines. What is that charge? Is that the Dragon Roar? Does he not have a leap? Does he have a Dragon Roar charge? That does give you a lot of movement very, very quickly. Has to wait out for the Divine Dawn Light, unfortunately, though. Until that's gone, to get himself a lay on hands. That Judgment not gonna, not lay on hands, to get himself second wind. That's definitely not gonna help out at all. He's got himself Reflect in case there's a Hodge. No Hodge out for Divines, though. Stun right after. Divines is super, super low, though. Bubble right after. Sharpens, Shattering Throw. It's just stun. I think for Divines, this might be the kill. Sharpens got himself a little bit of healing as he's got himself super, super low, but it's not enough. It does keep the pressure rolling with Divines. Going to be up versus Excalibur next. We'll see how that's going to go. As he got himself plenty of potential damage here. No bubble, no bob, however. I don't know about Lay on Hands either. I'm not even sure he used that or not. But for Excalibur, this might be your game to win. Potentially your game to win here. But he is trying to see if he can get the Honor Duel. Look at that waddle. Actually, the tabard in the set, the gold doesn't quite match the rest of the gold. But I like the purple. I think the purple matches really, really well. I wish you could like up the contrast and like certain... I wish you could just change the dye for armors, man. You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be a system at some point. They got dye for like furniture and housing. Caliber does end up taking them. There's just not much of the Divines could have done there at that point, honestly. It's just as long as you get a full lockdown, Wake of Ashes, big hammer, and as long as you get the damage you need, there's just not a lot the other palette can do. Next up, it actually was Divine slamming that entire time by the looks of it. Or no, Whir as well. Whir was also doing really, really good. Licton with Murder Wing and Veritas as the last three left over for the team too. That was a nerf on Friday maintenance. Damage has already been nerfed. Has it actually already? Wait, so you're telling that the damage we're playing with now is already like hot fixed in? That's crazy if that's the case. Yeah, if that's the damage you're doing with the nerf coin, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, this is fine then. This is for really, really hard. If that's the nerf version, I wouldn't be surprised if they did another nerf, honestly. Excalibur may be looking for an immunity here. Chaos Bolt does go for Lay on Hands. Still got a bubble in the back pocket in case they need to. Big hammers on a Licton. Wall out of a stun. Blind to follow for that Chaos Bolt. Is going to be able to win it here. Gateway over. But Excalibur tried to see if he can keep himself alive and healthy. May try to see if they can separate. Maybe looking for a bubble here. That is a bubble. Chaos Bolt is going to get a bubble out of him pretty easily. That is just Desperate Warlock for you. It's a lot of damage. A lot of potential damage that could hit your face. It's a guaranteed crit. Question is just how hard is it going to hit, dude? That mastery scales up and down, honestly. Free maintenance. What a nuke to 100 to 20. Yeah, baby. Actually, start onto Licton. Full Wake of Ashes to follow. Got himself big damage, big hammer, big everything. Mortal Coil right after. Excalibur no longer has a bubble. Blessing of Spell Warding, however, is still available, and you're gonna have to use the Blessing of Spell Warding before you get hit by big hits, and before you get hit by CC either. So you're gonna have to preempt it. Reflect with a Succubus CC. Spell Warding mid-air Chaos Bolt is perfect. Excalibur doesn't gonna live it. You just gotta catch up to him. Big hammer, gotta make a play. If you have a stun to follow with it, that's something you're gonna need. As long as Succubus doesn't stop you. Fear, Wake of Ashes, stunned Succubus, big hammer. Oh! I just chase him up and knocks him down. Gotta love that hammer animation, man. Gotta love that hammer animation, honestly. Am I becoming a paladin simp? I feel like we have Dawn Light Pallies everywhere, but nobody's playing the hammer pally. This is gonna be tricky for Excalibur. Back into it from the Evoker. Murder Wing got plenty of damage. He's got wings. He's got plenty of mobility and cast while moving. He's gonna be in a good spot. I don't know if he can really stop. Blind is huge. Excalibur needs some kind of CC chain. Technically, it looks like Evoker to burn a trinket. I don't know if you have anything. Oh, the damage from the Evoker. That is so rough. Wake of Ashes did go through. I don't know if he had a Podge or anything available at all, but that was close. Well done, well done.